Which means that you don't come from a political family.
No, not at all, not at all. That's why I was telling you I hate politics at the beginning. When we are talking about the integrity and unity and then dignity of our state, how the hell our state has become the drug zone area?
But the government has come up with a justification saying that if they spend 20 crores, they're getting back 50 or 80 crores.
Don't comedy me.
Kuplay parlong ni priang sobhai pi shakini ka one-on-one interview ke jongi bat menta kenti ni ngau kemen bangi don ringkat bat UMP na Tura UMP jong ke Lok Sabha iba Saleng Sangma ibanya kren bat ngi halor kimat beper hak lagade ke jingim ke jongi lagade kam politics jongi bat ki issue beper hak jylla ke jongi. So thank you so much, sir, for agreeing to do this interview with us, and I'm really excited to talk to you about various issues. First, let's start off with our viewers want to know more about your personal life. Like, how was it like growing up in Garo Hills, and what got you into politics?
When you talk about personal life, I was raised by my uncles. When my mother and my dad had the differences of some issues, my father left my mom when I was at the age of 5, 6 like that. And after that, and then again I was taken aback by my dad, but again I stayed with my grandmother. But when they expired, when they left, my uncles, they raised me actually. I stayed with them for 3 years, from the class 2 to class 4. After that, I seek for another master's, where I stayed as a servant for another 1 year in the class 5. And then after class 5, I ran away from that home. In class 7, I don't know, I've got so many masters during that class 6. Not only one, I've got 2, 3 masters. So I was a servant, of course. So class 7, I came back to my uncle and all, class 7 and 8. And after that, I work in the, small hotel, like Singira wala, chai wala. I was working there as a waiter out there. And of course, I became the salesman, and then the owner helped me as a manager there. And after that, I started my life, my journey from there. Though all those things, I never leave my studies. That's the best part, that God has, protected me for not leaving the education.
So you did your schooling in Garo Hills itself?
Yes. I did my schooling in, first when I was with my dad and all, I was in Sacred Heart School. And after that, I went to my village school also for a while, in Pura Khasia, of course. And after that, I came back, and then I was in Upper Chanmari Government LP School. And when I passed this, there was a board examinations after, 3 class 3. So I passed that one, and then I went to Christian Boys School after class 3. And then when I did my matriculations, I went to Don Bosco College. Even though when I was in the college, we have to, at least be present at least 90% minimum to attend the examinations. But whereas I asked the principal to, exclude me from that particular
Attendance. Yeah.
So he helped me, Father Sirek. So with his support, I somehow managed to pass.
So you requested for that exclusion because you had to attend to
I had to attend to look after myself, my family, because I was working, I was working. In the meantime, I was doing a little bit of contract also when I crossed this class 10 matriculation.
You're the only son?
No, I've got 4 siblings along with me.
Okay, are you the eldest?
Actually, like total, we are having around 7, 7, like that.
Okay, can we say that the trial and tribulation that you had undergone during these years, your childhood years, the problems and the challenges that you faced helped or shaped you to become the person that you are today?
Yes, it's all God's plan, you can say. I've been molded safe, and I know the emotion and the feelings, and what are the requirements, what are the issues to the poor, and then what are the issues that needed to be seen. So all those I have come across.
When did you join politics? When did you even consider joining politics? At what age?
Actually, when we were growing, we were set in our mind that we should hate politics. And everybody hate politics, I think so. Even now, when you look at the younger generations, whenever you ask anybody, they'll say that I hate politics. But they don't know the actual meaning of politics. Politics is like, it's like the oxygen. We require politics in every angle, in every way. At that moment also, I was not liking politics, but somehow I was pulled in. Maybe for this reason, I was being molded by God Himself to do something for the people. Now, when I came to know about, me to help the Dr. Mukul's father-in-law, he was standing in my constituency before, Dalamgre, where I was pulled in to help him out. Actually, that time I was not liking the politics. But to my sense, and I came to know when I was campaigning for him, I came to know that each and every corner, each and every nook and corner of that particular constituency was so backward that you have to go to one single village is like more than 10-15 kilometers. I was helping him. In the meantime, I was told that, asked also that I might be given the Congress ticket for the MDC election. But I was denying bluntly that moment. But wherever I go, people started loving me, and then people started asking me, why don't you join politics? You can help us this way, that way. Even before politics, even before joining politics also, whatever I used to get, I used to give it to the poor. During Christmas especially, and I feel really happy. Like when you feel happy from inside, it's totally different. That aura is totally different. But what I thought is that maybe after joining politics, I will be able to lend more hand to the more people, those who are in need.
Which means that you don't come from a political family. Your family does not have any political ties.
No, not at all, not at all. That's why I was telling you, I hate politics at the beginning.
Yeah.
But politics is like that only. You cannot walk away from politics. Now, for example, lots of people are saying I hate politics. But in the meantime, when the cost of any product goes up, then they started blaming the government. When the cost of electric bill goes up, then they started blaming the government. When they started, when the cost of everything, you talk about admission, you talk about any product, you talk about when the road is bad, they'll blame the government. People doesn't know how to blame themselves. Those who are not joining the politics, those who are not giving hand in the politics, when their children will not get a job, then they'll start hating and then blaming the government, whoever is in the government. Why you should do that? When you hate the politics, you should never complain about electric bill. You should never complain about any, petrol, the hike. You should not complain about anything. You should be happy as you are.
Every one of us has a role to play in it.
Whenever your children are not getting admission, whenever your children are not getting the job, you should not blame anybody if you're not giving hand in the politics, because these are all related with the politics. Because people are not aware, and then people doesn't know the gravity of this politics. That's why we are being ruled by some idiots, some stupid, some educated people. That's why people should start joining. All the good people should come.
Exactly. How would you convince the youth? We have so many educated youths, but like you mentioned, they all have, like you once upon a time had that notion that politics is bad, politics is dirty. How can you convince our young people that politics, it's not dirty? It's what we do every day in our daily life. Like you said, oxygen.
Politics is a backbone of the society. You see, one single decision in the politics can destroy. It can, it can build also. It can damage also. So that's why we need educated, young, potential, all those people who wants to change the society. Politics is the only way to transform, to change, to revolutionize the whole system. When you talk about the job, you see, we have a limited institutions. Government cannot provide the job to each and every citizen. But there should be some kind of an alternative where we can bring the private entrepreneurship so that he becomes the employer, not the employee. You got my point? But right now, tons of money is being poured to the state of not only the Meghalaya but every part of India. But I don't know what kind of a government is not, sensitizing our youths, giving the proper workshop program so that they will be able to avail those kinds of, gifts that the government is giving, so that they will be able to avail those gifts and then, started processing their mind, and then, they'll be able to put their mind which are the area that they should become the entrepreneur.
We see that since we're talking about the money that's coming in from the government of India, we know that we have an NEC also, and there have been several complaints or several concerns being raised by the NEC that the northeastern states, including Meghalaya, do not submit their UCs on time. Like, why is it like it takes time for the government of Meghalaya to submit the UC when they know that the money is there?
Now these things will come again to the politics again, right? Not only the work, not only the project, but even the scholarship for the youths also. Not only from the NEC, even from the MOTA, Ministry of Tribal Affairs. How many of our students are getting this scholarship from this particular NEC, MOTA and other education institution? How many numbers the government has made them aware about this particular scholarship? That is first thing. The second thing, when you're talking about the developmental part, when we are voting for the incompetent government, do you think this will not happen? How many numbers, how many amounts the government of Meghalaya has sent back to the center? Why they have made use of whatever has been given to the state of Meghalaya? Look at the NHM also. Our people are crying for the medication. Our poor people are crying for the proper checkup. But have you seen any single hospital without giving any single cent that they are able to give the proper checkup? Whether they are being given a free medical medicine to any of the ailment. Every single poor people from our state, let it be Kasu, Kasi, Garo, Jaintia, go to any corner of the Meghalaya, you won't find, a single medicine being provided freely.
That is a very sad state of affairs. Now, I'll come back to your personal growth, sir. You've been an MLA for a very long time. And like in Khasi, we say, that you have that charm, like parya brio. Like you can really get along with people, very sociable. So I think that is also one of the charms why you always win in the elections. So I want to ask you this question. How is it like serving the people as an MLA and now serving the people as an MP?
Now, when you talk about the MLA and MP, it's a huge difference actually. MP has got a different role. Now, I cannot concentrate for my constituency only. And then if I go for that, because since we have become the national figure, we have to look at, what are the national issues also, what are the international issues also. When I was MLA, we thought that only in Northeast, we tribal people are there. But after becoming an MP, I came to know that every corner of India, I think almost 70% are SC/ST. Now look at Goa. We are lucky. We are very, very lucky to have, a tribal state, and in the meantime, this sixth schedule also. But look at other states. They are not lucky like us. I have seen a broader space where we can, talk about not only this particular tribal issue, even the other issues also. Like, for example, international border area, and then, the foreign policy, what will and how it will impact our economy within our India. So it's a huge difference, very, very huge difference. If I write any kind of an, letter to Prime Minister or to Prime President, to anybody, to a Union Minister, I have to at least include 2-3, other states. That way, at least all those ministers, Union Ministers or Prime Ministers, let it be cabinet, at least they had that particular feelings. Okay, since he's not, concentrating only for his constituency, maybe I might have to look at. So that particular, area where I have to create his mind. then only he becomes a little bit concerned about whatever I'm applying for. Okay. Now when we talk about the international issue, I was telling them that this border area, Bangladesh border area, we should build a concrete border area with Bangladesh, so that these people will not be able to enter India, because we are spending more money in searching for this illegal immigrant and keeping them in the jail, and then after that taking them to the foreign ministry and then sending them back. Huge money is included out here. But once we build a border out here in Meghalaya, we need not have to. We need to protect the border, no doubt about that. But our people, you see, Chinese people will not come to India. Okay? Instead, our people might go that side, or our people might go to that Myanmar side. For example, illegal immigrants will not happen from that side. But from Bangladesh, it's happening. It's the truth only.
Exactly, because you just mentioned the international border that we share with Bangladesh, and it's a matter of concern that approximately around 40 kilometers of that stretch is still unfenced, and because of different
more than that.
issues, because
even
of different
fans
issues,
also, like it's
they can really cross.
yeah, it's
when you mentioned,
crossable
yes.
actually. You can jump, you can sneak in, you can do whatever. There are lots of smuggling is happening in that area.
Well, I remember last year you had raised that Rohingya refugee issue, and also the fear of militancy, resurgence of militancy in the state, because I understand that you have a better understanding about this part. Now, we know that even the DGP had admitted that there are possibilities or attempts of these militant groups to recruit. How serious is militancy, or this issue is for the state, sir?
You see, when you're talking about the militants, that means within the state itself there is some defect, some issues which the government themselves have to look into this particular matter. Why militants are again reorganizing, okay, resurfacing. Now, that is first concern. The first concern is that these outsiders who are coming to Meghalaya, India, they thought it's a petty dacoits. But do you think a dacoits will come from a different district? No. A dacoit might be from the same area, from the same village. They are called petty dacoits. But these dacoits who comes from a different district, they are well organized team who might try to, introduce this and that kind of a weapon, this and that kind of a training. So automatically they'll tame our, uneducated, unemployed youths easily to be lured. That's why most of our youths who are living in the border area, they are being targeted to, to supply the drugs. So they get the easy money. Why government is not attending to this particular issue? If they do aggressively, I think in the border area and do a lots of development, they will not have a chance even to reorganize also, resurface also. Now, you might have heard about the drugs already, 10%, 15%, 30%. 3 lakhs plus is not a matter of joke. It's the area of very, very much concern. Each and every citizen from Meghalaya should be concerned about this particular situation. You know why? Now, more than 3 lakhs, they say, already addicted by drugs, and then maybe mostly, around 15 to 29 youths are already positive with the maximum 20 to 30% are already positive with the HIV. That means our state Meghalaya, with the populations of 30 to 39 lakhs, will be obliterated after 20 to 30 years. You got my point. This particular HIV can be doubled in no time. When we are talking about the integrity and unity and then dignity of our state, how the hell our state has become the drug zone area? Now people are looking at us as Shillong ka mal acha hai. In Delhi, it's very, very shame to, get this particular assumption called by these people. I'm being the MP from Shillong, I'm being the MP from Meghalaya. I feel so shattered when they get these drugs in Delhi in the name of Shillong. Very, very sad. What the government is doing, I don't know about this one. Okay? We should fight this drugs menace.
So can you say that the surge in the drug use in the state has increased just recently, or has it been there for a very long time?
This was there very, very long time. Now you might have heard, what our then minister, Emperor Lingdo, was saying that if now to before getting marriage, you have to get the doctor certificate to whether they are having any HIV or not. See, recently only. Whereas I spoke this particular word very, very long time back. So why can't they do so? Why can't they act during those times before it has been spreaded? Now we are not ashamed to say that Meghalaya is a golden triangle area. Shillong used to be called education hub. Shillong used to be called a destination hub. You know, the land of what do you call it? The land of clouds, like that. You know, the Switzerland. I mean, the Scotland of the East. Now where it is going actually? It is very bad, sad to see.
What is it that pushes our people? Because like you mentioned, 15 to 29 is the age group where you have a large number of youth getting into drugs. Now, what pushes these young people to go into drugs, Like, can we say like it's the frustration because of unemployment, or what is it?
How many recreational center we have in Meghalaya? Can you name them? Okay. How many how many good activities are there? Now, there are lots of good people, we know, those who are trying to keep up their shape, okay? Only few. But just nowadays, whenever somebody is doing something, only government is just touching them, not pushing them up. Just for the sake of taking picture, just for the sake of taking entertainment, giving entertainment, the government is doing so. Otherwise, in spirit, in letter, they are not hardly helping our youths. You see, whoever is getting in any sports, athletes, or any kinds of other activities, they are, they are doing by themselves. Right now, how many numbers of our youths who has gained, especially in the national platform, are being helped 100%. Whenever anybody gets anything, they'll just picture, give lump sum, lut, finish. After that, after some time, they'll just leave them like that.
So you're saying it's more of showmanship for this government.
Showmanship only, nothing doing. That's why I'm telling you, not in a letter, in spirit, they are helping them. Right now, lots of entertainment is coming. Okay? DJ, TJ, all kinds of things are coming. Instead of, I'm not saying we should not bring this one, we should bring all the international band, we should bring all kinds of, all kinds of sportsmanship to the state of Meghalaya. But in the meantime, give help to our people also, who are really, really in need of, NR actually.
Now, since we're talking about entertainment and festivals, now it's November, and many festivals are lined up for this month till next December and January. Can you say, like, is it correct to say that the government is spending more money on these festivals, on entertainment, rather than focusing on important, the important aspects like health or education, or what do you think?
What I would say is that actually everything is required. Okay, everything is required, but there should be a balance. When you are giving entertainment, you balance our education system, you balance the growth of our youth, you balance the productivity of our young unemployed who are, you see, you might have seen during the time of Roman Empire, where they try to give lots and lots of entertainment. In the meantime, they are unemployed, they'll just throw some biscuits, some rotis, some breads, and after that they become a scavenger only. We don't want, Congress doesn't want, anybody doesn't want, any parents doesn't want their children to be a scavenger. Now 30% of our youth has become a scavenger, menta only. I'm not saying this one, I'm talking the data which is showing and which is being given from the state of Meghalaya itself. 3 lakhs has become a scavenger. Do you want another 3 lakhs to be included? I'm not saying we should not. We should bring all kinds of entertainment, but in the meantime, balance.
Focus on other areas.
Focus on every area. I'm not saying one to every area, so that our economic growth, not only the economic growth, when our people are educated, when the dynamics of our state are being taken into consideration, then only, instead of bringing, international ban, our people will become the international ban, and they will go outside outside the country, and they'll start playing outside.
Yeah, we understand that not only the Congress but other political parties have.
Yes, every
Exactly.
political wants it, but you see, every political party wants it, but whether they have a will to do it, that's the thing.
There have been a lot of criticism against the government on this particular issue, on festivals I'm talking about. But the government has come up with a justification saying that, if they spend 20 crores, they're getting back 50 or 80 crores and providing employment to these people. How do you see that, sir?
Don't comedy me. This is, these all gentlemen are going to their pockets only. Okay, it's not coming out.
So you're saying like festival is
It's
just
their
like,
entertainment only, nothing. Okay, it's not going to the public.
so you're not agreeing that it's providing
No,
employment?
not at all. Not
It's only
at
one
all.
time.
100%, not at all, not at all. We should balance. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You see, if they're spending that much, why the hell they can't spend to our, already in that particular, for example, how many numbers of institutions we have a rehab right now in the state of Meghalaya? Now, during the assembly session itself, they have said more than 3 lakhs, right? 3 lakhs, right? Indeed, 3 lakhs.
Drug addicts.
Okay,
you mean?
drug addict.
Yeah.
Just tell me, when they're so concerned about our own citizen, why the hell, how many numbers of rehab institutions for this particular, our own people, my children, my people, Khasi Garu Jaintia, where are the institutions to help them? Tell me. How many numbers of institutions are having, how many numbers of hospitals are having the good, institutions to help our people?
Whether each district has one or not, that is the question. Also.
Forget the district. Talk about the headquarters only. How many in Shillong? Now we have only 1, 2, that is also private run. Is it not shameful for the government to be loud about entertainment? It's good for some pockets only, not for public, general public.
Since we're talking about showmanship again, because I'm reminded of something, the different sporting events that we have in the state. There have been lots of complaints and statuses being shared by the citizens on social media about, pictures of the CM or pictures of the sports minister being printed in big banners and hanged everywhere across the city, instead of those sports person to be there. So don't you? What do you think about that?
Because they are the main actor of this particular event only. You see, whenever any film comes up, okay, the main hero of that particular picture, like Shahrukh Khan, Salman Khan, they think of themselves like that only. They are not a public servant. Okay, they are an entertainer. That's why they showcase their, themselves wherever any kind of event, any kind of inaugural function, you will see them only. Not that particular project, how it will work, what benefit it will give. They don't picture that particular area. They just showcase themselves.
So coming to railways, because we see railway is such an issue, a controversial issue in the state. Railways.
Railway,
Yeah. How do you look at this? Because we know that Khasi and Jaintia Hills, there are a lot of opposition and protests from different sections of the society. Whereas in Garo Hills, in Mendi Pathar, we see that the rails is...
some kilometers only, nothing more than that. Now, for that also, we had a meeting. I'm also a member of the railway. Now, Government of India has given some 200 plus crore to the state of Meghalaya, where it's been like kept for very, very long time. I think the incurred interest might have already grown. So I was telling see if we can't use this particular money, bring it back and then do something about it. But the fact is that whatever our NGOs, let it be KSU, let it be any NGO, whoever is protesting is very, very correct. You know why? The security system in the railway is very, very bad. That's why that day I was raising this particular issue on the floor of that particular meeting itself, when we have the Northeast Frontier Railway meeting at Maligao. Okay, I was raising this particular. You see, from Mendipathar, there are around 12 to 13 stations. There is not even a single TT, the person who collects the tickets. Anybody is jumping on the train and going anywhere and jumping back. There's no security at all. Train station, zero. What do you expect that our children in the future will face if we don't have a proper checking? Our NGO, whatever they are asking for is genuine issue. In the name of development, if our people is vanished, what's the use of development? Who will enjoy the development? Tell me. Who doesn't want development? We need development. But in the meantime, we cannot develop our society by sacrificing our own people.
We talk about security mechanisms in the state because we know that NGOs have been talking about demanding ILP. But do you think the central government will give us ILP, because they've been keeping that matter in abeyance for a very long time? So
it's not only the ILP. Okay, other areas also are there. That's why whenever the government wants to do something, government has to show that their rigidness in their, especially in their callings for any kind of a security system. Now we have got the Labor Act also within the state. How many numbers the inspectors are checking within the state? Residential Act we have. How many numbers the police and the other, revenue department are checking, who are who, like that. So any system whichever is there within our state, whether they are being implemented as per the rules, no, na? Huh? Even if ILP comes tomorrow, they will do the same also. These are the areas that we have to look at. That's why I'm not supporting anybody, but the system should be systematically run actually. And it should be disciplined also.
exactly, it must be implemented in letter and spirit with the cooperation of everyone involved. Di palakatu ngilay sngo ya ka jingkren jong MP ke Lok Sabha hagajo ko poru belong uno yalam jong sen Congress halor ki mat beper ka be day but ke jingim ke jingiaid ke jong I hagajo ko por ka be day ru but ke ka belong even join politics. But kumjuru hagabay day but kimat ki beper ki bekta ya gani ka jylla ka jangi. Di shon pun ko ni kwa ek message la ni ka kubon I. So sir, what is your message to the people of our state?
Any message that you will give,
It must have an impact.
we must have the stance, because the right now situation is so much so that some message might not be able to change their livelihood, because from one life to another life is totally different. Some needs something, some needs other thing. But what I would say is that put God first, pray and seek for the truth, so that any burden, not only to your family but to the society, will definitely be heard by the Lord Himself, so that the problem which we are looking to solve right now, one day may be change, or it can be transformed. Because any word that might goes from my mouth might not be relevant to a certain individual. That's why it's better to pray and seek God's help. Because right now our situation is such that lots of our youth has been strayed from the mainstream. They have become the antisocial. And then, that's why like I ask any of my church leaders, whenever I see them, go out to them, speak to them and speak something, so that you might be able to pull them back, so that our state will be happy again tomorrow. So my message would be for the people as a whole is that pray and seek the truth, so that we will be happy tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for that message, that wonderful message. Kumpapi yo sngo ba ka kubor jong MP ka long ba phin bo ni kong yu try ba phin pai show try ki jing dwai la da pidon ki jing la ni ki jing ha ki jing ya anti ki jong phi kum bai la pen pau ba ka jylla ka jong i ta sakhi ya ka jing bon jong ki ni khynnah samla ki bla sha elam bakla no la ka de ha drugs ni ki be ki kam snew ti ngi ko ban ai khublei sa shi sin biang ya u MP ka Lok Sabha na Tura ba Saleng Sangma. Thank you, sir, for your time and for speaking to us and for your message. And we wish you all the best in your political career. And i kwa ru sa shi sim ai khublei ki parlok e ka por ka jong phi khublei ka por jong phi baro.